Hello and welcome to Mix Up Studios. Today we're going to be drawing Appa from the Advitar. So easy, anyone can do it. So just grab a piece of paper and a pencil and start drawing. So when drawing a new character, I like to start with the centerpiece and then build around them, which would be the nose. So the nose is kind of like a bean shape. So to draw it, you want to draw a shallow U. And then underneath the shallow U, draw like a line like that, kind of at an angle. And then underneath the other part of the shallow U, draw a line at the opposite angle. And then connect the U you drew with curves like that to make like a bean shape kinda. This will be his nose. So that's his nose, kind of like a bean. And then next we're going to draw underneath his nose. So starting at the left side, make a line. And then to map out how far down we want it to go, draw another line, just like a tiny mark. And then draw the curve like that, where it's like flat and then goes really steep and then curves out. Then on the other side, the right side, at this point kinda, draw like a flat line that's kind of diagonal downwards and then curve it up and then curve it again where it's diagonal again downwards. It's like slight details, but it makes it better than just a straight line. Then curve it down where it's a steep angle, and then again curve it where it's another diagonal line. And draw like a U again where it's up, and stop right where it reaches like the middle of this diagonal line you drew earlier. And then draw a curve that leads into a U shape kinda curve that's like pretty long. And then connect those lines. And that's the bottom underneath his nose. And then Appa has a lot of hair. So to draw the hair, it's a lot of like spikes that connect to each other. So to do that, we're going to draw a line underneath this curve that's curved upwards. And then we're going to start the left side of that line and draw like a quick spike. Then you just keep doing that, so a quick spike. And these aren't like long spikes, they're really short. You could actually just start a little to the right of where the line ends and draw your line starting from there. So after you have like 2 or 3 of those, you can have one more and lead it to the end of where we drew. And then, so that's the bottom of his head. Then to move to his top part of his head, we can just leave this gap here for now so we can have it framed out above. But so starting here at the top part of the curve, just draw a line. And this is where his like eyes are now. And then to draw his eyes, they're kind of like a weird, they're not circular, they're a weird shape. So draw a line, kind of like that to make that weird shape. and then draw the exact same shape inside and make sure the lines are all evenly spaced. So that's one of his eyes. And then what you can do is draw a straight line through all of them, connecting them. And then his other eye will be down here. So again, draw that weird shape where it's just a line. This one's a bit more curved, like that. So that's his second eye. And once again, you can just draw a line through them for his hair. And then we can draw a bunch more spikes for his hair that covers his forehead. You don't have to start at either end, you can start in the middle. These spikes are a bit bigger, so just draw like a couple more triangles. You can go up a little and then down. And by his eyes, they get smaller, so just be aware. Like that. So that's his hair over his eyebrows. We can draw a line on the left side. So that's where his face ends there. We can draw a diagonal line, connect the hair there. So then to draw the top of his head, we can mark out where we want, how like high we want the line. So you can just draw a line there, maybe a little higher, there. Then draw a curve like that. Actually, Appa is a little steeper to start with, and then he goes into the curve. It's more like that. Don't worry, if you have a lot of pencil lines, you can just erase them lightly and then cover them up when you color at the end. And then you won't even notice your mistakes. This is just a sketch anyways, so now this is his hair. We can continue it to the end. So it goes to there. And then starting there, you draw the curves. Like that. You see how his spikes to make his hair more textured. Then to draw this part, there's a lot more spikes, so you can just draw like that, just like sharp angles and triangles. Then to draw his horns, what to do is go, this line you drew goes straight up. That would be the middle of this curve. Then from this curve, just draw a diagonal line upwards to make a curve. Then another diagonal line in the opposite direction, and then curve up. Kind of the same thing, where it's just like that. That's his horn. Make that line a little higher. Then we'll draw his other horn. Where it's just a curve like that. And then to draw his arrow. Just draw a line down, then another line down, and make sure they're parallel. Then 2 lines like that. Then draw arrows. I like to just mark where the point's gonna be. Actually, these are a little too low, so just draw them a little higher. And then just connect the edges to that point. And there's his arrow. So that's how you draw Appa from the Avatar. To color them in, just follow the picture. And if you learned anything, make sure you like this video and see you next time.